Hey there, welcome to this video. Today I'm going to talk about how I turned a cheap house into a 30-year cash machine. Let's jump into it. So the house you see on the screen here I bought for $19,000 and then I sold it 2 months later for $64,000. Here's how I did that. Let's break it down step by step real quick. So first off, I bought the house from a wholesaler. This was someone that I knew in a community. We were both in the same community together, so I had a good level of trust with him. I had talking to him a few times before actually pulling the trigger on the deal. He was really great and worked with me on it. And that's the great thing is then when you surround yourself with people who are doing what you want to do, you're going to be able to achieve success and do what you want. Now, the crazy thing about this $19,000 house is that I closed on it while I was on vacation. Originally, the first closing date got pushed back. It was going to be when I was at home and should have been no problem, but the closing date got pushed back 2 weeks while me and my family were on vacation, so no big deal. I just brought the laptop with me and I was able to do that deal in a hotel room. Now the crazy thing is that I messed up on the insurance on this deal because I forgot to pull the trigger on the insurance before we left to travel, so that when we got to the location we were going to, I just said, oh, okay, I'll do it later that night. But unfortunately, my daughter had other plans. She ended up cutting her chin open, leaving a bloody mess on the hotel room floor, and we had to go to the hospital for a few hours. So by the time I got back and bought the insurance, it was already the next business day. So I actually had 24 hours without insurance on the property. So that was a little nerve-wracking, but exciting for the first one for sure. I also made a big mistake and violated my own rules for acquisition when it comes to acquiring slow flip real estate properties. But I just want you to know how amazing and transformed I felt afterwards. It was absolute terror going into the first slow flip because I guess that's just how it's supposed to be. But once it was over, it was just so relieving because I knew what it was like to lead a life of quiet desperation, wanting to do something, to achieve something, to become more than just a standard 9 to 5 worker for the next 40 years and then enjoy a little bit of retirement on a quarter of what you made while you were working, right? So it feels so empowering once you go and actually take action. And whether or not you decide, hey, you know what, I want to go be a wholesaler, I want to be I want to actually do normal flips, or I want to do the Burr method, or I want to buy and hold, whatever you do, even if this video inspires you to go do something else completely, I don't care as long as you go and do something, because real estate has been very good to me and my family and very transformative in my life, and I want the same for you. But like I say, I know what it's like to feel afraid, to come up to the edge of something, to be looking at the other side, knowing you can make that jump, but just being too afraid to go and take that step. And I'm just so glad that I did, because how you feel on the other side, it's like anything. Once you go do something terrifying once, it's just so much simpler the next time because you know you can do it and you're excited to go and do it again. So here's the wild thing. Slow flips aren't some secret anymore. Dozens of investors are running these models right now and earning cash flow most people don't believe is possible. The only difference between them and everybody else is that they took the first step. Now, I've bundled those steps into the cash flow machine blueprints. 3 models, 3 documents, and 3 video walkthroughs for you as well to make it even clearer for you. And yes, I go into detail about the $600 mistake I made with my own very first slow flip. Now, if you want to join the people who are actually building long-term income instead of just watching YouTube videos about it, this is your moment. Go download it. Let's build your first cash flow machine.